I'm Chef Eric Crowley and I own the Culinary Classroom. When I have a night off with my wife, a quick and elegant meal for us is fettuccine alfredo with sautéed shrimp. Some nights I'll make it with scallops or some grilled chicken. If I have vegetarians over, I'll put in some asparagus. One of my favorite ways is to have it all by itself with that creamy Parmesan richness. Add a small salad and a wonderful and elegant meal in 10 minutes or less. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the kitchen to make fettuccine alfredo. One of my best memories of fettuccine alfredo is after a wonderful day at the beach with my wife. Come home tired and exhausted, and yet we wanted to have a really nice romantic meal. We're usually not home together very often. Had a nice bottle of Pinot Grigio chilling in the refrigerator, and I thought I'll make fettuccine alfredo. To start with my fettuccine alfredo, I will need, of course, some pasta. Some fettuccine, as the name implies. You could use some penne or some linguine. I like to cook it ahead of time. Boiling salted water. The water should be like seawater, really, really salty, as any Italian will tell you. Once it gets really nice and tender, drain it, run some cold water over it to stop the cooking, and drain it again. The reason why this is kind of shiny is because after it gets drained the second time, you need to put a little oil around the pasta to keep it from sticking. You could even make this a day ahead of time if you wanted. Next ingredient I'm going to need is some heavy cream. Not light whipping cream, not half and half, really wonderful heavy cream. A great ingredient, near and dear to my heart, perfect for any kind of special meal. Some butter will also be needed, and some good old Parmesan cheese. A little bit of parsley here will be used to finish the dish. Nutmeg, very unusual ingredient in an Alfredo recipe, but actually very common when you wind up taking a look at previous recipes. Garlic, lots of wonderful chopped garlic. You can't go wrong with too much garlic. And some shrimp. To begin with the fettuccine alfredo, I'm going to start to saute my shrimp. On a medium-high heat on a pan, I'm going to melt some butter. You can even put in a little bit of olive oil if you want. You don't want the pan to be so hot that the butter will actually burn. See the butter's starting to get a little bit brown. That's absolutely fantastic. And then we're going to put in our garlic. As much or as little as you'd like. If it's your first date, maybe not so much garlic. Going to cook that for a few minutes and then add in the shrimp. I want to stir it around with a slotted spoon just until the shrimp lose that raw color and they start to get that nice pink and orange color to them. They might still be a little bit underdone inside. That's fine. You're going to finish them off and continue the cooking when you make the sauce. Stir it around frequently and make sure that the shrimp keep moving around so they don't stick inside the pan. Once they start to curl up and a majority of them really start to have that nice orangey color, I like to take them out with a slotted spoon. The reason for the slotted spoon is I want to try and keep as much butter and garlic inside the pan as I can. Okay, so once they start to look like that, I'm going to take them out and set them aside and get them nearby so they can go back into the pan when I'm ready to finish off the dish. These shrimp are absolutely fantastic. I just love their size. If you wanted to use a larger one like a prawn, you could do that. You could even use bay shrimp if you can, although bay shrimp you'll probably find they'll already be cooked. So that will wind up needing a little bit of adjustment inside the dish. After the shrimp are removed, we're going to add in some good old-fashioned heavy cream, about 2/3 of a cup. You may find this labeled as whipping cream at the grocery store. That's absolutely fine. Don't use half and half. It's not going to work. Keep in mind this is for a romantic dinner, and whenever you make a romantic dinner, there's no calories. It's immediate. It's the way it is. Going to let this thicken up a little bit, and then I'm going to put in my pasta. Again, the pasta has already been cooked. I like to utilize tongs for this particular recipe because the tongs really allow you to grab a hold of that pasta and twirl it around. If you've ever tried to use a fork or a spoon with this, it's just really cumbersome. Now you remember that I have a little bit of cream left over. If the dish is starting to look a little bit dry on the inside of the pan, add in some cream. We'll also put in some nutmeg. And even a little pinch of salt and pepper. A lot of times I'll take some fresh ground black pepper Or even some white pepper would be nice as well. Next up, the shrimp go back in to finish cooking. And just give it a little toss around. Again, we're still on a medium heat, nothing really outrageous. If you feel that it's cooking too rapidly, go ahead and lower the heat. I just love the way that this is looking, really nice and rich and creamy. The shrimp are starting to get cooked through. I can smell it right now. That garlic, oh, tremendous. But I'm not done yet. I need to get some Parmesan cheese in here. And then I'm going to actually plate up with a little extra Parmesan cheese. And of course, before I serve it to myself, my wife, or anybody, I gotta taste it. I'm gonna pick up a little strand of pasta. Nice and garlicky, but not too so, and really nice and rich. Fantastic. A little bit of extra cheese when I'm ready to serve it. And fettuccine Alfredo with sauteed shrimp. Now that I have my dish seasoned the way that I like it, I'm going to take literally a minute just to plate it up and make it look really pretty. I'm going to start off with some of my pasta. Again, the tongs are gonna really help out with this. And a nice tong full of pasta right into the center of my plate. And another one for the second plate. This is for two after all. Now I'll take some shrimp and arrange them around the pasta. And then finish it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Oh, that's looking so good right now. Parmesan cheese first. And some nice parsley leaves. And I'll just pluck them and spread them throughout the plate. That looks really fantastic. And there we are, fettuccine Alfredo with sauteed shrimp. My wife loves this dish. I know you will too. A little glass of sparkling wine and you've got a romantic dinner. Put on a little light jazz and let the night begin.